Ladies and gentlemen, I know exactly what you want to hear from me right now, and I'm about to not say it. Ha! So 2 Geeks, 1 Mic, we're here at Wiseguys in Salt Lake City. We're here with two very awesome people, Jeff Dye and Mitch Burrows.
Thank you.
So nice to be here.
It is, and we actually paid them to say that.
Yeah,
that is true.
So
in hot chocolate.
Exactly. So, you know, producer A reached out and was like, "Hey, Jeff Dye, we're huge fanboys. Do you want to like waste a couple hours of your life with us?" And he was like, "Sure, why not? I'm bored."
Absolutely.
And then
he's not busy. He doesn't have anything.
No, well,
on,
that's
really, you know.
That's what we're learning.
I was just gonna be sleeping anyways. Here's some Utah hotel.
Right?
He's only doing stuff. Dozen shows.
I do travel around the world with legends, and I have a game show, and I'm on the Tonight Show, or lip sync battle, or doing stand-up comedy shows that are sold out. But none of that today.
Not today.
I'm free.
Not
so if
today.
you're hanging out with legends by proxy, does that make you a legend and us a legend now?
You guys are definitely legends.
Yes.
And I have to do this thing in my career
Jeff
called
Dye.
fake humility.
Nice.
So no, I'm not a legend. I'm the greatest.
Oh yeah, hands down.
I like it. I'm gonna use that later.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
That is a weird thing that you're not allowed to just be honest about. Like, no, I'm really cool. I'm a great guy. Like, you have to go like, this fake humility of like, oh no, I ain't shit. I'm nobody. I'm just a regular guy.
Humble background, humble upbringing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
One of Jeff's fans came out Friday night though, and she's awesome.
She's the best.
And the whole time that's what she was saying.
She
was like, "Hey guys, I'm the best."
She just
look
kept
at
saying,
I
"I'm
got
the
my
best."
hair cut. I look beautiful. I'm the best. And I would love to feel that way anytime.
All
She's
day.
just like that all the time.
And she is the best. And her name's Margot. We'll give her a shout out on it. She's
Margot.
from Utah.
Margot,
And,
you're
keep
the
that
best.
positive attitude going, man. Now's the time to be a bright color. Now's
That's
the
true.
time to shine.
It's true.
Yep.
I envy those types of people that are
Me too.
that just up on themselves.
Confident.
Yeah.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I could use a little
The
bit
word
of
you're
that.
searching for is confidence.
Yeah,
Logan.
I had a brain fart there.
I'm really more of a self-hater.
Yeah. Well, people do identify with self-hate, so they go, there's like more community in that. But it is-
We have strength in numbers, damn it.
And we all suck.
A whole army of losers.
We're pretty cool, but
I
we
think the
suck.
church teaches you that. They're like,
Yeah,
oh, you're supposed to hate yourself. You're nothing. God
that's
is
kind of the
everything.
gist.
Well,
religion
you
right
touch
there.
yourself, and that's
Yeah, you should just feel a lot of shame.
that's right. That's right. Shame knows no bounds. By the way, this is kind of bordering into an area that I think is pretty important that we cover. Words that you're not allowed to say anywhere else, but you can say on a
Oh,
podcast.
nice. Yeah, that is my favorite.
List of words include pretty much every word.
Yeah, we can say anything we want.
You can. And I
Before
don't
we
even
got
have
on,
to beep it out.
We're talking about Metallica's album that had bloody semen on it.
Right?
Yeah, well,
You couldn't say that on
we have
TV.
classy conversations.
Even when Metallica's pitching the album, they have to be like, oh, it's just some liquid fire.
Does that mean I can finally talk about how much I like Donald Trump?
No,
Yes.
it doesn't.
No?
No.
I thought we could say anything. He said anything.
Oompa.
Said any
Way
word.
to go, Jeff.
Okay.
Not any bad ideas.
Just because you can doesn't mean you necessarily should.
Yeah.
well.
And I wish our president knew that.
I'm glad you finally called him your president.
He is my president, which I'm not happy about. But also, I don't want people confusing our voices, Mitch. I don't want people being like, "Wait, did Jeff Dye just say that he likes Donald Trump?" No, that's this weirdo.
Mitch does not represent.
I'm really regretting having you here with me.
I like that. I think we should do like political intros. I'm Josh and I approve this message.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, the man.
I wish there was a way on a podcast where it would like somehow like something would light up on your computer or something, letting you know which person's
That would be
talking.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, how many times are like, oh man, you said something real funny the other day, and you're like, oh, that wasn't me. That was...
Yeah, it was totally me.
Yeah, he was going through doing some
editing.
and he's like, I'm having a brain fart today, but he's like, dude,
I'm the one that's hungover. What's wrong with you?
I know, I don't know, I'm just. I thought I was going to take a nap on the way down here, and it didn't work out.
No,
so
it did not.
Utah drivers.
Your brain was like, screw
it.
it, I'll take a nap. I don't
Right?
need this guy to lay
My
down.
brain is still sleeping.
You guys go ahead and stay awake. That's
Hopefully
cool.
Wait, so
when
he's doing
producer
some
A-
editing, and then what happened?
Oh, he's telling me about a line that I apparently said, and I'm like, wait, who said that? He's like, you did. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Absolutely, I'm great. I love that. Yeah, hot
I got
chocolates are
distracted by the
here.
hot
Yeah,
chocolate
hot
for a
chocolate.
second.
If you just heard like a moment of silence and you were uncomfortable with that, 1, grow up. 2, what happened is a beautiful woman just came to bring us hot chocolates.
It's true.
Yes,
It's
and
true.
lattes. And
Thank you so much.
it's wonderful. This producer A, by the way, bringing us some deliciousness.
Producer A.
Producer A.
Producer
That's
A.
her code name. Code name,
She
producer
should have a
A.
better identity.
Right?
Producer A.
Super secret.
Sometimes we just call her PA.
Is this like 50s Germany? Look at that. Producer A, get in here. Wrangle up the meat. All right.
Now's a moment of silence
Wow,
while
that's
we all
delicious.
Yeah, I know.
enjoy
This is
our.
awesome pod, guys.
Yeah, that really.
If anyone's curious, this is from a local coffee shop nearby.
Totally local.
Nobody's ever heard of this place, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you guys have never
Should
heard
we
of
give him a shout out?
No.
No.
Okay, no, let's not.
it. Let's
All right.
let's keep it a secret, Logan. Let's be exclusive about
Besides,
this.
we don't want everyone to start
Called
overcrowding
3
our favorite
Pines.
place.
That's where we went.
We want to keep this as much of a secret as the podcast is.
That's right. So, Jeff,
So, like,
tell us about what you got going on with Shatner and
The show's called Better Late Than Never. It's on NBC. You can check it out. It's over, or the first season's already aired, but it's on NBC.com and it's on Hulu. It's on a bunch of places. And basically, the premise is just like 4 old men who want to see the world, see new cultures, like learn stuff, and they want to bond and they want to check things off their bucket list and just see the world, you know?
So you got
And,
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, so the 4 old guys is William Shatner, Henry Winkler, George Foreman, and Terry Bradshaw. And then I'm like the young valet, or like their assistant, or their bitch, if you will, you know? And I have to carry the luggage, and I have to organize things, and I screw things up a lot because I'm a very simple guy, and I don't know foreign languages. And I get to be on this adventure with them. It's super, super fun. We leave for season 2 real soon.
How does one apply for a job like that? I'm just curious.
And people always go, how the heck did you get this? And I'm like, 1, I'm insulted. But 2, you're right. I don't know how I got it.
First off, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a strange thing. But then I realized they're really just asking because I'm not like the others. You know, the 4 guys are like old, rich millionaires who everyone's heard of. And I'm like a young, like not wealthy, simple comic, you know?
when they were introducing you on
There's that fake
on
humility
that show
again.
in Japan, what was that?
picking
Pawn or
up-
something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And they're like, "This is Jeff."
Yeah, and then there's like a long pause. that hurt my heart a little bit. I was like, you Asians have the internet, all right?
You should know who I am before I get
You
here.
could have pretended to find some research on me, but instead they intentionally were like, no, let's burn this young guy. Yeah.
their intelligence is very over-exaggerated.
Yeah, well, they're like definitely the most technological country in the world. They could have figured it out.
Oh man.
You would well, they did a study to find out which countries had how countries were rated on their internet service.
Yeah.
Korea is #1 in the world.
Yeah,
they
for
have
sure.
the best.
I think
internet.
you should be specific. 'cause
South
it's
Korea.
definitely South Korea.
Yes.
I imagine the North Korean internet is a little limited.
Right.
Well, but maybe they have a better one, you know, and they're just not letting us know about it.
Well, it's really fast because no one's allowed to use it.
Hey, North Korea, what's
Kim
your Wi-Fi
Jong-un.
password? Anyone in South Korea is trying to.
Kim Jong-un is over here like, I have the one Wi-Fi in North Korea. Suck it.
I'm telling you, man. Every time we would talk about Korea, like people would they would always go like South Korea, right? We're like, yes, of course. We're not,
No.
I'm not taking 4 living legends into North Korea for a reality show.
You guys
Ding
should
dong.
have heard from again.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
went over there and
Oh,
came
yeah.
back.
Which annoyed everyone. What is he thinking?
What a douche.
Yeah, he was so arrogant about it too. He came back and he's like, I don't see the problem. The guy was really nice. To you, it's like being like Hitler's wife and being like, oh, what's the problem? He's a sweetheart. You're like, to you, he's a sweetheart to you.
He gives me
Ava
smooches in
never
the
had
morning
any
and
problems
at
with him
night,
at all.
you know?
He was a good
ridiculous.
guy.
I think people
Now we're recording.
Now we are.
lost it.
We're back.
Sorry about that, guys. We had to take a commercial break.
Yeah.
That was brought to you by 3 Pines Coffee Company.
And Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
we are trying to get a
We are
Mountain Dew sponsorship?
We actually are.
Nice,
That's
dude.
cool.
We're
Wait.
fueled in part.
Do they bankroll it? sponsor it or give you free Mountain Dew?
Free
Free Dew.
A little bit of both.
yeah.
Actually.
That's
we
worth
get
it.
we get a rotating
Kickback.
shipment of free Dew.
Nice.
And then when they first gave us the sponsorship, they gave us a card with like a couple $100 on it.
I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but you should ask them for some patches.
Right.
Put on these shirts.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Green shirts.
This guy's smart.
Yeah.
Maybe
Branded.
some pins.
Yeah, a little.
That's a good
Mountain Dew pin or
suggestion, but I'd
something.
appreciate it if you didn't tell us.
Yeah,
that
sorry
on our
about that. Yeah,
business.
sorry. Yeah, koozies, anything, man.
we
Send
really
us
don't.
free shit, Mountain Dew.
Well, I did buy a koozie from you last time we saw
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So I guess I've kind
still
of
have
sponsored
it.
this too. No, wait, you sponsored me.
Sponsor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very simple, guys.
So here in Utah, what interests you here?
Do you ski? Do you?
I don't do any like cold stuff, to be honest.
Mitch is laughing.
Why are you
What's going
here?
on?
The airport is very interesting
Yeah,
to me.
exactly.
As soon as I can find that, I'll be happy.
I googled fun things to do in Utah, and it just said fly to Vegas.
True story.
Yeah.
Well, what Southwest has a
$79.
$79
$79?
one way.
Yeah,
you
and I don't want to
hop on
insult
it?
Utah too much, but I will say if they didn't have comedy clubs, there would be no reason for me to be here. I'm not a snowboard guy. I'm not a ski guy. They won't even let me in the temple. I was trying to get in there. I was trying to go browse what's going on in there, but they said, "Oh, you can't come in here."
You guys have like a tour of this place?
Very elitist.
There is actually one thing that you have here that we don't have in Los Angeles, and that's Top Golf.
Oh yeah.
And we went and did that.
Nice.
That was really
And that's
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, it's not just in Utah. He went in Virginia Beach. I went in Jacksonville, Florida. They're huge. They're taking
Oh yeah,
over.
Top Golf is
So
they're all over
fun,
the place,
man.
and they're awesome.
What do you guys do here? Like when people say, "I'm coming to Utah," what should I do? What do you do? What do you tell them?
We got a whole list of shit. See, the
Restaurants. That's the
Yeah.
big thing that I know is restaurants.
Restaurants.
Adrian and I have friends in the military that are all over the place. We got them
Sure.
in Hawaii, we got them in Florida, we got them in Korea, Baltimore,
Nice.
all over the place. And they'll fly in and visit us every once in a while. And
Yeah.
one of the things we will do is actually we will go up to Park City so
Cool.
we can take them up show in the mountains because a lot of them never
Yeah.
seen them out. One of our buddies, he was actually on the podcast once, and he's from New Jersey, and he was like, "I've never seen a mountain."
Yeah.
Like you
Wow.
don't have mountains in New Jersey.
Well, it is beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful states,
Yeah.
like in the country. For
Well,
sure.
and given.
We have some of the most active ghost hunting and ghost towns.
Yes.
Oh yeah, ghost towns are here. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a
Beautiful
pod about
ghost towns.
that.
I mean,
Sure, that was
pretty
You
intense.
literally
cool.
walk down the street and it looks like it's out of an old Western movie. There's still saloons there with shot glasses still in them.
Nice.
So there's some fun.
I love that. I love ghosts.
We went to the Tintic district. We actually filmed and did a recording out there, and we did some ghost hunting out there.
Really?
That was a lot.
Was it
of
scary?
There was a
I get
large
scared,
group of
man.
us, so it was hard to do any EVPs or
Right.
anything.
Well, and also ghosts don't show up when it's a bunch of people.
No.
Yeah.
Now, when
We
you're
had some weird stuff going on.
when you're ghost hunting, do you actually eat them or is it just for trophy?
Trophy.
We're
'Cause
trophy hunters.
I
yeah.
can't get behind that.
Mount
Mount
the head of the ghost.
Mount it, stuff it.
I'm really more of catch and release.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They're slippery, man. They get away.
Oh yeah, it's hard to hold on to those. And then, I mean, it also depends on what time of the year
Yeah.
you're coming in, because I mean, like right now, we got Sundance going on. All the ski slopes are open. Some are exclusionary and only do skiing only.
Like, I'm a big
don't like
hiker,
those guys.
so I don't really love the winter either because I'm not
Yeah.
really a skier. So I love hiking and
Oh yeah, summertime.
Nice,
There's
that sounds good.
trailheads all over. the
Really?
place here.
And you can like, one of my buddies, Mike Grover, he four wheels like with his Jeep.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a big Jeep guy, so that would be
Nice.
really fun for me. But
down
they
in
never
Moab.
bring me
Down
here
in
when it's
Moab.
hot.
So you go down to Moab?
Yeah.
More.
They don't bring me here when it's hot. They're always like, they're like, hey, it's really cold. Want to headline the weekend? Sure.
Yeah. I'll take a
let's
job.
do it.
Yeah, it's
Money's
awesome.
green.
I'm just
do it.
glad it's not snowing because I had to walk a mile to get here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true. We
These
made him
guys
walk. We were running
and I
late.
was already downtown, so I just walked.
Yeah.
The building
Crazy.
I was at.
It was pretty
But
fun.
one thing that's weird is like, you're in like a real like strange town, because I'm in like different towns all the time, big ones and little ones, and so sometimes you'd be like, what's something fun to do here in blank, right? Because I don't want to insult the town, and they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a bar right there. It's called.
Yeah, we got our local watering hole.
And you're like, all right, well, it is 11 a.m. I'm probably not going to get drunk at 11. What else could you do? And they're like, well, have you been to like Bixby's Pub? You're like, all right, well, that's another bar. Because you can't eat all day and you can't drink all day, and most people just know about like the fine restaurants in their
Right,
town.
right,
so I'm always like, well, what's something you could do if you're just trying to kill time? And they're like, I have a wife and kids, man. I work. And you're like, all right, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
We all can't be like you,
Yeah, we're
Jeff.
not all 8-year-olds who just play all day.
No, well, I know one of my
I am
favorite
in the
things.
wrong business.
Oh, it's great. A lot of free time.
One of
I
my-
play 4 hours of video games in a day. Don't even feel guilty. I'm like, just got stuff done.
Yeah.
It's great.
I
You
deserve
feel like
this.
you accomplished something.
Today I earned this. I deserve
No,
this.
your comment about drinking in the morning reminded me of Sam when I was walking down here. I was walking past a bar and it was the sign outside said you can't be drinking all day if you don't start in the morning.
That is true.
That's a valid.
Good advice.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
Those
the
homeless
truth.
people are like, yeah, see? This is true. Finally.
Oh man.
One of the things I actually really enjoy that I look forward to is the conventions. Utah actually does have a lot of conventions.
We snuck into a Comic-Con last time we were here. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the big one. That's the one
Comic-Con,
that's
ever
the one.
since they came here, I mean, Utah's just kind of exploded as far as the con scene.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a few years ago or a little while ago. Because I do the San Diego Comic-Con
Right.
every year on Spike TV. Like I host it, and like it's like
nice.
all, it's called
Nice.
like All Access. So like the people feel like they're getting to see some behind-the-scenes stuff by watching it because I get to go behind the scenes.
Right.
And then this year it was the first year I didn't get to do it just because I had worked with NBC stuff. But then we came to the Utah one, and I felt like I was like kind of spoiled a little. I was like, man, this Utah one's not as big.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can imagine,
it's like
yeah.
having like courtside tickets
Yeah.
to like a basketball game, and then like a week later, your buddy invites you, and you're like in the 300, and you're like, It's like, I kind of got spoiled with San Diego one, so I was kind of like almost smug at the Utah one, like in San Diego we have, and it's like kind of like,
Smarmy
but I still
bastard.
loved it. It was great, and I just love that. My favorite thing about Comic-Con is like a safe place to just like stuff.
It's true.
You don't have to
Yeah.
feel bad or like conflicted. You just go,
I
yeah,
felt bad because I didn't cosplay.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
can be whoever they want.
Right.
You know.
I
It's a good
decided
place
I
to be
was
like-
Grand Theft Auto, and we saw Nathan Fillion driving past us, and we were gonna pull him out of his golf cart and rob it, but we didn't think security would be okay.
No,
with
that's
that.
cosplay, man. That's just how it works.
We are method
Grand Theft
cosplaying,
Auto.
okay?
It's so safe of an environment that you're like, I wonder what Wonder Woman would look like if she was 300 pounds and had bad makeup.
There she is,
Well,
right
there she
there.
is, yeah.
Or if she was a man.
What would Captain America look like in a wheelchair with zits? Oh, there he is.
I need a picture with him.
It's incredible. And people are walking around with weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Like literally, they just have like huge axes. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's safe. Like for
Well, the edge is dull.
yeah, exactly.
so you can't
Even
though
though
hurt
it's
anybody.
dull, I mean, you
Well,
can't
mine-
take anybody's head off. with
I'm not
it.
going to give it away because I want to make it a surprise, but my cosplay for the next Comic-Con does involve two swords.
Mine's
Yeah.
probably gonna be this shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Really? You're not gonna wear a cosplay? You said you
real
feel
huge
guilty.
cosplay.
I think costumes. I love costumes too because
Absolutely.
it brings your guard down.
Yeah.
Everyone starts talking to each other. Nobody's like, I don't know, like Halloween is my favorite time of year. I wear like 5 costumes, like do 5 nights in a row of like just different shit. And, like I just think it really brings like everyone's guard down.
What's the best
If
costume
I had
you've ever
that kind of artistic ability to be able to actually create
that shit.
a cosplay
Yeah.
costume, oh, dude, I'd be doing that shit every day.
Dude,
It's fun.
I literally broke my 3D printer printing up those gauntlets.
Wait, you have a 3D
I
printer?
do.
I don't know anyone that
Well,
has a 3D printer.
I have. It just, I need to fix it. It's Mark.
currently
Thank you.
Broke.
It's currently.
Because he made all those gauntlets. That's the thing. He's shelling out 25 gauntlets in an hour. They're like, listen, we're running out of materials. Wait, so how'd you get a 3D printer?
Comic-Con.
Really?
Yeah,
They just like
Adrian-
donated it, or
Adrian went over to the
Producer
there was a
Adrian?
booth. Producer A, our brilliant
These
and
guys
beautiful
with the
producer.
nicknames, They started using it. I
And,
just went with it.
That's Mark's motto in life. I'm
I
just
just
going
went
with
with
it.
Yeah.
That is pretty
No,
much
so
my motto.
she went over there and actually entered into one of their giveaways,
Oh, cool.
and we won it.
Yeah, that's a
And
huge
so-
giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
It
the
was pretty
future,
awesome.
they think that in the future everyone will have one, but I don't think everyone will have one. You've got something pretty unique.
I don't even have like a regular ink printer.
Yeah. He doesn't have a 2D printer.
Well, anymore, who needs it? I mean, you don't need to print tickets up.
No,
you can
it's
just
true.
scan it off your cell phone.
You obviously don't fly with Spirit.
Nope.
Oh, that wasn't a dig at Spirit, by the way.
Yeah, in case they want to sponsor.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, you can't do like mobile boarding passes or anything. Like you have to print it up at home. Otherwise, if you do it at the airport, they charge you $10.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's a nuisance.
But
fee.
your flight only
just
costs 45,
ridiculous.
so it's
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I guess.
Well, that's like when you buy tickets to a concert. If you buy them online, they charge you like a
it's a
$20
$5 service fee or
convenience
something.
fee or something like that. Oh yeah, this is convenient. And then you're like, fine, I know. I'll go down to the store and buy it in person so I don't have to pay their fucking convenience fee.
Right.
And then you go up and they're like, oh yeah, that'll be $20 processing fee. And you're
Yeah.
like, why don't you just say the ticket is $40?
I like having an actual ticket too. I like having like
Yeah.
the ticket stub. That's like a nice little souvenir, like whatever you can prove. I don't like that I have all these printed off like 8
Yeah.
by 10. Like it looks like anybody could have like. It looks easy to like counterfeit.
I ripped this from the
I'm
internet.
afraid someone else is gonna print it and then like just use it before me. And they're gonna be like, yeah, right, like that's the real ticket.
We've got a collection of, because producer A and I have been to, we go regularly attend the Comic Cons, and we've got all the lanyards.
Oh,
and
nice.
all the
Yeah, it's good,
tickets
right?
and
Yeah, it's good.
Wristbands and stuff. We saved that up, and we got to have a nice little montage of.
And when I was younger, I used to
Comic-Con.
save the ticket stubs to movies I'd go
Right.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That was a good movie. I'm gonna save this one.
You bet.
10 years from now, people are gonna know that I saw Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
and that's proof. That's proof.
It's also romantic.
It is.
You know? You'd be like, look at all these I saved. And you're like, you saved all these? And you're like, yeah, wait, this one wasn't you. Look at that.
Oh,
We didn't see
wait,
this movie.
we never saw Fast
I
and
brought a
Furious
guy.
together.
I brought a friend of mine instead. That wasn't my fault.
I'm pretty sure I was like holding your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this must have been the one I brought Mitch to. Why is there lipstick on it? Listen, lady.
I really would appreciate it if you'd respect Mission's
I
life
have
choices.
an odd question. A lot of times, you know, when people go around, such as yourself, to certain facilities, they always have like a certain thing that they require to have. Is there one of those for you, like a certain food or?
Yeah, are you like
Certainly.
Mariah Carey with your M&M's?
Do you have instructions?
Oh, you mean like a rider in your green room? Is that what you're asking? I don't know what
like,
you're asking.
Like
Yeah.
Mariah Carey with her M&M bowl. They only
Yeah, they
have
have
to
to
be
look at
green.
certain
Yeah,
food
it's
or-
called like a rider. Like so in your contract, like
okay.
they'll say like, oh, like P Diddy needs a blue couch in every green, you know, some
Right,
nonsense.
right.
I have nothing like that. I don't
that's boring.
care. And also, if I ever had a rider where it was like going to cost them like $1,500 just to keep my green, I'd say just give me the fucking money. Like just give me the $1,500. I'm fine. You know, like that happens all the time. Sometimes they'll pay to fly me first class.
Yeah.
And me and my manager, who are geniuses at saving money, will literally be like, all right, I'll just book me the cheapest one and take the budget for the first class flight. I'll take the extra money every
bonus.
time over any of that.
Show me that green.
Yeah, it's way
Either
more
way,
important.
you're gonna get there at the same time.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, no, if you're in first class, you'll get there a few seconds earlier.
Jeez.
That might be true. I don't even think it's accurate. I'd have to crunch the numbers on that physics one.
we'll call our mathematicians. And,
There's a funny story that when I was with this manager, the first manager I had in Los Angeles was like this big time. You know, he showed a big game of like, oh, I'm this huge celebrity manager. He managed Dane Cook, and at the time, and
Somebody like Baby Doll Dixon.
his
Adam
name's
Sandler's-
Barry Katz,
Barry
and he
Katz.
was like, it was actually a pretty endearing moment because he's like, all right, so what do you want on your contract? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, we have how much you make, and we have like there's bonuses if you sell out shows, and then also they have to put you up, and they have to fly you out. But when you get to your green room, what are some things you'd like to have in your green room? And I was like, can you make sure that they have like a bottle of water? And then I also like those like Starbucks like bottled Frappuccino things. I really like those. And he's like, oh God. Like, yeah, and he literally looked at me like, no, how about this? And he sent me like a thing to like approve. And it was like a bottle of Patron, a veggie spread, like 6 of those Starbucks bottled Frappuccino. I'm like, Barry, I'm one guy. And but he couldn't get his mind around that I wouldn't just want excess, you know?
you know, you'd have like a nice collection of Patron bottles right now, though. I mean,
I don't need it. I don't need any of it. It's ridiculous.
One of the most interesting ones that I heard of was there was a lot of times the clubs will have like a local comedian pick the people up when they land at the airport and stuff.
Because they're being cheap.
So one of the guys riders, he wasn't allowed to be picked up in anything older than like a 2015 at the time, or 2014. Like he had to be picked up in a newer car.
You know why he did that? Because young comedians are always picking up these headliners because the comedy club will say like, hey, do you mind picking up Eddie Griffin, and then the young comic's like, I get to meet Eddie Griffin, you know. So they'll do it for free, and they know that they're broke comedians who have shitty cars. So this guy, instead of sounding like a diva and saying like, oh, I want a car service, this is ridiculous, he just gets to go, all right, make the car this. None of those young comics are gonna have like a 2015.
To be fair, he also called the club owner up on the Saturday and was like, hey, can you take me to the barbershop? I want to get my hair cut.
Really?
What? Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
So he might have been a little bit of a diva.
Yeah, that is
Nice.
I've heard of guys like, I don't know, like Eddie Griffin, which is just because I said his name. He has like, he needs like a pair of shoes. Like he wears a new pair of shoes before he goes out on stage. And so that means some young comic or a person who works at the club or
Has to go
producer
running.
Ray, somebody's got to go get sneakers in a certain size
Producer Ray, can
for
you go
the
get some hot chocolate and
sociopath who
some,
needs free
some new
shoes
shoes?
every show. It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's silly.
See, this is why I'm not famous, though. Like, there is a 112% chance that I would be a
Really?
terrible
It's
person.
God's keeping you down.
That's
He's like,
right. It's God.
Can't
God,
handle
God
it. He
says
won't be able to handle it.
the world is not ready for asshole Josh.
That is really
Well,
funny.
the world's not ready for famous asshole Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, the world's kind of having to put up with
That's
that.
really
We'll
funny.
keep you humble, Josh. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have to think. I don't think we need to worry about anything anytime soon.
No, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
right.
how many years can you go around with people kissing your ass before it gets to you?
I don't know.
How about you? How are you holding on?
I feel great. I used to always say this, like, the more TV I get on and the more, like, shows I do and the more people I meet, the more it makes me secure in who I am, so I'm much less. I was way less secure before I was on TV and shit. I felt like I always had to, like, prove myself or, like, you know, if someone else is being funny, I felt like threatened, like, no, that's my thing, you know? Or like, I was much more competitive, and I would lie about like, oh, I played sports in high school, which I didn't. Like, I just would like, I would often misrepresent myself. Whereas like now that I feel like this liberating freedom of like, I know who I am, and people know who I am generally, and so like, that makes me feel just like kind of secure about it.
So you don't need a whole bunch of yes men following you around.
Yeah, I
saying,
feel
yeah, boss,
I'm
that's
happy.
awesome.
I
That's a
treat
good
everyone the
idea."
same. Like I used to, like when I first started comedy, we'd go to like a diner, and I'd be like, "Wow, that was a really good comedy show that I just did." You know, like the waitresses look at me like, "God, what a fucking loser," you know. And I'm like, real hungry comedian over here. Can I get?" You know, I'm just so excited to tell
Service,
everyone
please.
I was a comic. But now, like,
Famous person here.
I don't ever tell anyone.
We
any of
never
that
do
stuff.
anything like that.
No, that's good. Yeah, but now I don't feel like the need to do it. And when people go, "Oh my gosh, you're from that thing," I'm just like flattered. I'm just happy. Yeah.
Well, I know that last time we saw the show, it's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
It was a Valentine's Day,
Oh yeah.
and we loved it. We had a
Thanks so much.
blast, and we hadn't even started the podcast at that point in time. But one of the things we started doing was looking at different things we could do with that, and then that's when Adrian was like, "Hey, we should send emails out and see if any of these people are willing to meet up with us, hang out with us,
Yeah.
and get on the podcast."
I think comics are an easy way too. So like, there's a place called Geno's in Philadelphia, and they make
Yeah.
these like great sandwiches. And they're in constant conflict with this other Philly cheesesteak
Right.
place that's across the way, and it's this great Philadelphia debate, like which one has a better
the best Philly
Philly
Like,
cheesesteak,
kinda
right?
like the thing in Chicago between the hot dog
Yes,
places.
exactly. It's the exact same, the brats or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like, they hate each other.
Yeah.
Like they loathe each other. And to be fair, they're both good. They both
Yeah.
make a good Philly cheese. It's a really silly thing to even compete about, which competition in general is just stupid.
You got to create rivalry, though. I mean,
Competition is pointless. What's good about being better than someone else? Who cares? But anyway, so one of the things that Gino started doing was lobbying to like celebrities, like, oh, if I get Sylvester Stallone to come here and I get a
Nice.
photo with him, that's kind of like Stallone's endorsement. Whereas the other place, if Stallone came there, the guy would be like, I don't give a fuck, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, do you want a sandwich or not? I don't care who you
Right.
are. And so, long story short, that guy Gino at Gino's got so many photos with celebrities that now it looks like the winner. And he found that he could get 4 celebrities a month by just reaching out to comics. We're in town. We love
Yeah.
free sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
You can get,
Right?
you can just get us lunch and we will take a photo with you and you can put it on that wall. But the same thing with getting guests for like podcasts. Like there's going to be a comic in town with 8 free hours every weekend. And if he doesn't want to do it, he might just be a jerk or something, but like most people would probably say, yeah.
And if there's one thing that comedians like to do, it's talk about themselves.
Yeah, true. We never shut the fuck up about comedy.
Well, I will say this: we don't have a free sandwich,
Yeah.
but we did bring some free stuff for you guys. We
Oh,
got
nice.
some 2 Geeks 1 Mic, those little
Wristbands.
wristbands, and then we got a couple of.
Are they gauntlets
beer
from a
koozies.
3D printer?
I'm working on
That would
those.
be awesome, huh?
I was printing your gauntlets when,
Broke,
when
yeah.
the printer went down.
Oh, that's my fault.
Sorry.
Bad
I
omen.
give you mine, but
Bad omen.
they're mine, so you can't have them. No,
And
but
hot chocolate.
and well, I did. I got you some hot chocolate. Well, Adrian got you some hot chocolate.
Yeah, thank
So, round of applause for producer A. She's awesome.
You can't hear her. She's not mic'd, but she's saying thank you and bowing.
Yeah, she is. She's very nice. But
Very humble. It's very humble.
thanks so much for joining us, you guys. This
Yeah,
has been
thanks
a
for
lot
having
of
us.
fun. We are super stoked about this.
That
We'll
is
get this
awesome.
loaded
Thank
up,
you, guys.
Yeah, of course.
and it was really awesome to spend time with you guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. They brought a beer koozie for you.
Perfect. And if you guys want to come to the show, obviously, you guys.
Yeah, we're coming to the show.
yeah.
We'll be there at 9:30.
Yep, we're at the 9:30 show.
Perfect, man. You guys
so
are the
we'll be there.
greatest. Thank you so much.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. Be sure to check out Jeff Dye and I forgot
Mitch
your
Burrow.
friend. Mitch
Mitch
Burrows.
Burrow.
God, I'm such an idiot.
It's all right.
But Mitch Burrows, the Jeff
Fix
Dye, you
that in
guys are
editing.
hilarious.
That's
They're
right.
awesome.
Take care of that in post, Josh.
I will. I'll do that. Thanks, guys. All right. Good night.